Just got this. This is the DEWALT portable wet dry vacuum, and it's a 50% quieter from what I understand. All right, so let's go ahead, let's open her up and see what we got inside. Oh yeah, definitely gonna need this for your shop vac just in case you don't know how to use it, but we're gonna figure it out like a puzzle. All right, so it does come with this really nice brush. Look at that. Set that down there. And then we have these. These are for your wands. There's two big ones right here. Let's set those there, right? And let's just go ahead and, oh yeah, look at this. This is nice. All right, we gotta pull it out of here. So that's gonna be, that's good size. All right, so let's get her out of the package. Try not to trip over anything. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at those. These are the bags. Set that there. Bam. Done. I think that there's wheels for this, and I've got to put them on there. So we're going to look in here and see what else we got. We've got these giant bags that go with it. Let's set that there. Here's another bag. Put that there. And I think we have to open it up, and on the inside, there's got. Be careful opening it. You'll pinch your hands on it. Yeah, everything's inside. There's the filter, right? I'm gonna set that right there for a second. And here's our big giant hose that comes with it. And then I've got all the wheels here. This is for the, when you're doing wet, you're gonna use this. It's got a whole bunch of these. Here we are. Put them there. And this thing. All right, let's set that there. Bam, done. And there's a quick start guide. Let me give you a closer look. So look at it, check it out. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's very nice. Hose is nice. Let's look at all these different parts. This is for the wet vac. You know, this is your filter that you get in it. We got to open this up and get the wheels out. Here's like a crevice tool. Here's another, you know, like vacuum. This one for some reason has got, oh, this has got, yeah, so that's another little tool that you can use, another tool. And I don't know what these screws are for. It's kind of weird. Maybe, I don't know. We'll just have to see. And so the first thing we got to do is get the wheels on. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. All right, so anyway, we're just going to flip this over, just like that. Oh, that's weird. It's got a little like thing on it. Slide it over. I'm kind of balancing on these. So I got to be a little careful. I'm going to put it like this so I don't screw those up. And then we got to get these out of here. So there they are. Bam, done. This is a nice little thing you can use. You catch lobsters in it, maybe. I don't know, something. Put that over there. All right. So if you look at these, this is the wheels that go on it, right? And so we've got to slip them inside these little corners here. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead. Let me get one in there. Slide it like that. And I think you just, oh, you know what? That's where the screws go, right there. Okay. So we've got 4 screws. Now we found out where they go. And let's go ahead and get them out of the package. There's one. These are all Phillips head too, by the way. 2, 3. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit closer view of this. And see how, look, it's like a mirror. So anyway, I want to show you this. So there it is. That's where the screw is going to go through from this side. You've got to get this triangle in there properly. So if you look right here, see how that's like a triangle? And there's the screw spot. I'm going to slide that in there like that. Bam, done. And we just got to go all the way around and do that. And remember, the screw part is towards the body, right? Got one more over here, right? Just remember where it goes. So it's going to go like that in there. And we're ready to go. Bam. Of course, there's always one that's giving you a problem. It's not want to let me do it, right? All right, so there we are. All right, so we got them all in, right? slide back. Now I got to screw those screws in. We'll just use a Phillips head. All right, and we'll put these in. So this one's going to go in the first one here, right? Just like that. And then I just got to twist it in. Could use a drill, which would be faster. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to get my driver and less effort. So here we go. We got our screw on, right? We're going to go in the hole, get her in there, and then so much faster, right? All right, in. Let's do this one because I don't think I got it all the way in. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's good. I've got it set on, let's put it back down to about 6. That way I don't strip it. All right, so we got those two in, right? We got this one and this one. Now let's just bring this over here like that, and we'll do the other two, right? So let's go ahead and grab this one. Stick her in there like that. Get in the hole. And it's funny because it doesn't, you know, can you see that? All right, I'm in, right? Oops, came out. So it recesses a little bit back in there, so you got to get it, you know, kind of in there a little bit more. Now we got to go over here. Get this one in. There, I think we got all of our wheels on now. What do you guys think? Now we got a rolling vacuum, right? So here's where the hose goes. So let me see. Right, so if you look at this hose, it's got this little clip on it. So this is where this would go, just like that. So now to get it off, you'd squeeze it and pull it. So if you look at this action here, you see that? That right there catches on this. And this kind of slides through it like that. There it is, bam, done. All right, so that's basically how you put your hose on, right? And then let's take a look at this. Slide this back. Right, so here's the motor and the cord and everything. And you can see the cord's all smushed together. Let me pull back a little bit. So anyway, this is called STEALTHSONIC, right? It's by DEWALT, and which DEWALT is a good company, and they make great stuff. This is like a little thing that pops off there for some reason. I don't know what that does. Maybe it holds this on there. Is there another one? That's the only one on there. All right, so yeah, we got that. I don't know what that does. Let's flip it over and look at the bottom of it. So here it is. Here's your filters. And I think that this would, you know, to get the filter on and off, you've got it like a little doohickey here. So this is unlocked, and I think that would allow you to pop the filter off. I don't know, let's see. Maybe not. Maybe this locks it in. It does kind of tell you on here. Let's see what it says. All right, so this says unlock. This says pull to remove. So apparently what you would do is you'd go to the unlock position and then you would pull it to remove it. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So that's how you do it. So if you look inside there, you're going to see that it kind of locks around this. If you look, see that? So then when you put it back on like this, so you're going to push it back down on there, and then you're just going to lock it. Now it won't come off. Okay? So just remember that. To unlock it, it's in lock. You got to go to unlock. I would put your feet on there and just pop it like that. And then it pops off, right? There's the little mechanism in there. Then to put it back on, you just smush it down and you turn it to lock. And bam, you're golden. You're ready to rock and roll. Okay, now we just got to put this on. I got to warn you guys. I pinched myself on this thing earlier. So you don't, you want to be a little bit, you want to be chilled on that. You don't want to pinch yourself. If you notice that this side is a little bit shorter, so this thing in here, you've got to put it so that this, here, let me show you. See how that's there? Hang on. if you look here, you're going to see that this thing's right here, right? So that could get in the, you can't put this side over here because that won't fit. So it's got to go on this side, right? So you want to have this so it's positioned properly, you know what I mean? And you can only put, really, there's only two ways you can put this on there. You follow me? Because these have to be even with that, right? So you got to set it down, and that should just fit right in there. So you're going to just go ahead and pick her up and just set her down in there. And you got to match it up with the sides, right? And then once you're on there, you just close these sides off, and it's ready to go. Bam, done. I'll show you. So there's the thing on the side. Be careful not to put your fingers here, you'll pinch them. So you want to go like that, and if you go like that, now this will release. And you want to have the front of it facing this thing. So you want, when you set, you don't want to set it this way, you want to set it this way. So you want to center down inside there like that, right? So DEWALT is facing this, and then you just close these. And bam, Bob's your uncle. You're ready to do some vacuuming now. Now these, I don't know, man. I've never used these before, but apparently I guess you can use these. We'll hang on to them. We'll hang on to this in case we got to do some wet vac. And then let's see how these go together. Okay, so you do have these attachments. And if you notice, they kind of taper at the end, right? So this one would slide in like that, right? And if you wanted to put it on the broom on here, so you could do some sweeping, you do that, right? And then you just, now you've got it, you know, there you are. If you grab your hose, you just shove your hose right in there. And now you're ready to do some sweeping. You know what I mean, jelly beans? Now you could pull that off. Let's say you were doing your curtains or something, you're trying to get way up, you know, up in the corner, you could use that. And here you have a crevice tool where you can get into the crevices of your couches, suck all the crumbs that you guys dropped in there. And then there's this other little tool here, which you could just go like that, and it's more for flat surfaces maybe, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, so those are all the parts here to it. And this is the hose here, it's connected right there, of course. So yeah, it looks good, man. Looks like a pretty darn good product. We just got to try it out. We'll try it out and see how we think it does. We've got all these extra parts. It doesn't really have a spot on the vacuum cleaner to shove them into, so you got to keep them somewhere, unfortunately. So you may need, you know, an area where you can put all that stuff. So I figured out something. You can take all of your pieces like this and put them in here like that. So you don't lose them. You want to keep this, you don't want to lose that. And you stick them, whoops, you stick them all in here, and then you've got all of your accessories in there ready to go. You just got to put them somewhere where you can find them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that comes in handy. All right, so shall we plug it in and see how it sucks? All right, so we need to undo this. If I can get this thing to undo. There we go. And now I just got to plug this in over here in the wall. Oh, it's already working. All right, so let's get a little closer view. All right, so to get it started, you just hit this. Vacuum it. See how she works? Not bad. And then turn it off. Bam. So yeah, I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be a good shop vac. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on stuff like this. Peace out.